Okay, so this is the worksheet page. This is gram formula mass. You are going to need a calculator. You are going to need a reference table. Don't forget that the GFM is always going to have units of grams per mole, and so that can go all the way down. You're going to round your masses to whole numbers. If you have a subscript, you're going to multiply your element's mass by that subscript. All right, our first one is potassium permanganate. So I need potassium, which is 39, plus manganese, which is 55, plus 4 oxygens times 16. And I'm going to get rid of this. We know that the units are going to be grams per mole all the way down. It's not my name. So 16 times 4 is 64 plus 55 plus 39. So 158. Whoops, 58 grams per mole. I can't help myself. I wrote it again. All right, KCl. So we got another K, that's 39. And chlorine, which is 35. 39 plus 35, 74 grams per mole. Okay, we have sodium sulfate. Sodium, there are 2 of them. Sodium is 23. And then we're going to add that to sulfur, which is 32. And we're going to add that to oxygen, which is 4 times 16. So 23 times 2 is 46. 16 times 4 is that 64. Sorry, I'm getting messy. 46 plus 32 plus 64. Add them all up. 142 grams per mole. All right, then we have calcium nitrate. We have 1 calcium, and it's 40. Plus, now, look here. You can do NO3 and then double it, or you can just say, okay, there are 2 nitrogens, and they're each with a mass of 14. And we have 2 times 3, which is 6 oxygens, each with a mass of 16. So 14 times 2 is 28. 16 times 6 is 96. 40 plus 28 plus 96 equals 164 units grams per mole. Aluminum sulfate. Aluminum, there are 2 of them, and the mass is 27. And I'm finding these numbers on the periodic table. I don't know them. I'm smart, but not that smart. 3 sulfurs times the mass, which is 32. And 3 times 4, which is 12 oxygens times 16. 27 times 2, 54. 32 times 3, 96. 12 times 16, 192. 54 plus 96 plus 192, 342 grams per mole. Okay, we have, what is that, ammonium phosphate. So we have 3 times the mass of nitrogen, which is 14, plus 3 times 4, which is 12, times 1 mass of hydrogen, plus 1 phosphorus, which is 31, plus 4 times 16. So 4 times 16 is 64. 14 times 3 is 42. 12 times 1 is 12. 42 plus 12 plus 31 plus 64. 149 grams per mole. I decided to hydrate because we're talking about hydrates in number 7. So the first thing is we have copper. That is a mass of 64. Plus a mass of sulfur, which is 32. Plus a mass of 16 times 4, which we're learning. We see a lot of those 4s. So it's going to be 64. Plus. Now, there are a couple ways to do this. You can do 10 times 1 plus 10 times 16, or I know the GFM of water. I know it. That's 18 grams per mole. So I'm just going to do 5 times 18. Again, you could break apart the water, or you can just do what I did. So 5 times 18 is 90. 64 plus 32 plus 64 plus 90 is 250 grams per mole. Magnesium phosphate. This is a long worksheet. So 3 times magnesium, which is 24, plus 2 phosphorus. Phosphorus is 31, plus 8 times 16. 8 oxygens, each is 16. 24 times 3 is 72. 31 times 2 is 62. And 8 times 16 is 128. Add them up. 262 grams per mole. Okay, zinc acetate. Zinc, mass of 65 plus, okay, this looks crazy. 2 times 2, whoops, see, even I messed up. 4 carbons, each with a 12. Then we have 6 hydrogens, each with a mass of 1. Then we have 4 oxygens, each with a mass of 16. And that's just the beginning part. And then we're going to have 2 times the GFM of water, which is 18. So 12 times 4 is 48. That's 6. 16 times 4, whoops, 64. Forgot about that one. And 18 times 2 is 36. 65 plus 48 plus 6 plus 64 plus 32 is 219 grams per mole. Okay, zinc. Once again, zinc is 65, but this is times 3 now. Okay, phosphorus, 2 times 31 plus 8 times 16 plus 4 times the GFM of water, which is 18. 65 times 3 is 195. 31 times 2, and sorry this is getting a little bit messy, 62. 16 times 8 is 128. 18 times 4 is 72. 72 plus 128 plus 62 plus 195. I messed up. It's not what the book says. 16 times 8, 128 plus 72 plus 62 plus 195. I gotta check this one. I have 457, but the book has 458. So somewhere in the rounding. I guess that's close enough. Okay, getting there. Hydrogen is the mass of 1, but there are 2 of them. 1 carbon, which is 12, and then 3 times 16. So 16 times 3 is 48. 48 plus 12 plus 2 is 62 grams per mole. Mercury, 201. 201 times 2 mercuries. Chromium, there are 2 of them, and then that's 52. And there are 7 oxygens, and they are 16. 201 times 2 is 402. Should have known that. 52 times 2 is 104. And 16 times 7 is 112. Let's add those up. $618 grams per mole. Okay, home stretch. Barium is 137. There's only 1 of them. Okay, so distribute 2 chlorines, and they're each 35. And 6 oxygens, and they're each 16. So 35 times 2 is 70. And 16 times 6 is 96. 137, is that 137? Yeah. 137 plus 70 plus 96. 303 grams per mole. Iron is 2. Mass is 56. Okay, distribute. 3 sulfurs, each with a mass of 32. And 3 times 3 is 9 times 16. 56 times 2 is 112. 32 times 3 is 96. 9 times 16 is 144. 144 plus 96 plus 112. 352 grams per mole. Last one. Why are there all these subscripts? Nitrogen's 14 plus 1 times 4 plus 2 times 12 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 times 16. Okay, so I did that fast, but remember, it's always the number of atoms times the GFM, which is found on the periodic table. So 14 plus 4 plus 24 plus 3 plus 32 is 77 grams per mole. It is time intensive, but you absolutely have to know how to calculate GFM to go and do any math beyond this. Okay, hope that helps. If not, please reach out. Thank you.